Hello everyone. Welcome back to our Python complete course. In the previous episode, we covered the fundamentals of programming. We learned what programming is, why is it important, the difference between compiler and an interpreter, and how to install Python and, and the application named as VS Code on our computer. You have learned If you haven't watched the first episode yet, I recommend watching it before continuing because it in today's lesson build on those concepts. In this episode, we are going to write our very first program and learn our basic building block of programming, Python programming. In today's lesson, we will be writing our very first program and we will be going to learn about comments, variables, data types, inputs and outputs, typecasting, operators, and a small mini project. Mini projects means we will be solving some programming questions once related to our Python. By the end of this lesson, you will be able to write simple Python programs on your own. So, without wasting any time, let's get started. So, writing your first Python program. Now, that's Python and VS Code installed. Let's write our first code. Our first code is to write hello world. Hello world means you are just going to enroll in a new world of programming. So, hello world. The syntax to write hello world in a program is very simple. As you can see, just we have to write print and then brackets and then colon quotes. In this in this print sends the text to the screen means it sends to the interpreter to print this hello world. Text inside this code is called as a string. No semicolon needed at the line ends. It means when our program is ended, this line is ended, we are not going to write anything else in this thing, in this line. We will be not adding our semicolon in the Python. So let's get started to our first program. So we will be opening our VS Code as we have installed it in a previous episode. After installing this application, you will be first having this interface. You have to just click new files. I have already made a Python file and I'll just click it. You can also make your file using an Internet Explorer, File Explorer, sorry. You have to save this file first, control, and for saving this file, the command is control plus S. Python 01 dot py. You have to always save the name by the end dot py. So here we have the logo of our Python, and we are just going to write our first code, that is print, then brackets, then semicolon in quotes, h, and for running this program, we have to click on this pause button. See, we have our first program, that is hello world. We can also print. We can also print whatever you want to print, just like have to print here hello if everyone. As we have learned in our previous video that Python in Python requires an interpreter, and interpreter always you, you use line by line code. So here we can see first we have written hello world. So first it has printed our hello world, then our hello everyone. So yes, and congratulations, we have just written our and executed your first Python program. Here, let's understand what happened. The print function is a built-in function in a Python. Its purpose is to display information on the screen, just like we have written our hello world. So this is the information. No, we have written our to print something. So this is the information we are giving to the interpreter to print something that we are giving. Whatever we place inside the parenthesis, this bracket in this brackets will be displayed it as the output, as we have written in our hello world and hello everyone. So this is only being displayed to our main console. In this example, hello world is a string. As from the previous PPT, I have said w- when this chords are there, then it is a string. We have made a string to be printed, which means it is simply a sequence of characters here's enclosed within an coordination mark. You can print anything you want. Like we can print any number, see, hello world, hello everyone, and then 100. We can also print some decimal numbers like 23.2007. The program has been displayed to our main console, that is print world, hello everyone, 100, and this. Here, for something you are writing in an alphabet, in a simple words, I would say something we have to write in a alphabets, we will be just adding here words. For that we it is a string, and in number We can directly write our numbers. It will print as it is. If if we will be removing this quotes, then what will happen? See, it has displayed our syntax error, invalid syntax. Huh. So as you can see, it will just display error. It is a syntax. It is a simple syntax, so we have to follow that syntax. In multiple print statements, um, statements, we can also use multiple print statements uh, in the same program. As you can see, we have uh, written our different print statement here. Now let's come to our second topic. Next topic, comments. While writing programs, we often need to add explanation or notes for ourselves, else or for other programmers. These notes can are called comments. Comments are ignored by the Python during execution. Comments are nothing but a single line in starts with hashtag. Why to bother explain the why and not the what? And comment is the logic that you are going to apply. Here in the comment part, I can also write. Uh, um, so first we will be adding hashtag. This is my IR is the first thing by the program. Here we are giving the information that this is our first program and we have written our first program here. So this is the output we are getting. As I said, these comments are ignored by the Python program. So our first execution is going to start from here. And if I add here hashtag, we are going to add and first you see what happened. We are just giving the information. Comments is nothing but it gives information that we are going to apply which logic here so that everyone can read that program. The line begins with the hashtag is a comment. The It helps to improve the readability of the code. Why comments are important. Explain in difficult code as I said, to what logic we are making and to write the code, leave reminders that we are leaving a reminder that we are going to add numbers here and make programs easier to maintain. As we can see here, some this is my first Python code. I am giving the information and then writing hello world and hello everyone. S- Let's get to our another topic named as variable. Variables. Imagine you have a box where you can store everything. In programming, that box is called as a variable. A variable is named lo- location in memory used to store data. The variables are nothing but it stores some valuable data that you are storing something in a box. Here you can see the name is a variable and the number is a string given to it name and the age and is a student. Then you can print both at the same time, name and age. So let's try it on our VS Code. I'll be just erasing it. If you can, if you want to write, you can take a pic of this. So I am giving a variable name as name equals to Naman Tiwari, age 19, WHGP college, NPU, and CGPA. EAS 7.5. So, name stores a string, age stores an integer. This value is an integer, and college store and another string, CGPA stores a decimal value. Now, if I want to print these two numbers, wait, print name and age. Print the age and sorry, name and age. Name and age of the EERSO in person. So here you can see I have just written print the name and age of the person. we can see print the name and age of the person. The age of the name of the person is Naman Tiwari and age is 19. Has been displayed on this row. So, variable naming rules can contain letters, numbers, and underscores. Here, I can also write underscores like 01, and I'll also change it here to 01. Ah, cannot start with a number. A variable cannot start with a number, just like I will write here 1. Here it is a wrong syntax, so it will just display the syntax error. Uh, cannot use as a Python keyword, and it does not contain a space in between. Instead of a space, you can always write this underscore, just like you can also print here student the student name is appropriate Rahul and her UW role number as T6 marks marks as 23.4. So here, as we can see, instead of space, we have written our underscore here, and we can also write in a capital full letter here, and the variable stores our first variable named as his student name stores Rahul, and our second variable roll number contains an integer value 56, and our third variable marks contains a decimal value 23.4. So we will be printing print name, sorry, name as student name. Oh, yeah. And then roll number marks. The name as Rahul and integer value named as roll number 56 is and marks a decimal value is 23.4. Wait. So what are data types? Data types are nothing is a integer, float, and string and a bool. Just as in a previous code, we have seen Our this is a string and this is an integer and marks 23.4. Integer value is student name, roll number, and marks. Bool is nothing but a true or false. So, input and output. Input means to take a input from the user and mm, display it in a code. Just like I want to input something, just like here, I'll just make a variable name as A and I'll write input take from the user. So here you can see I can write the input here. I can write anything I want, just like my name is Naman Tiwari. I'll just enter. So the input from the user has been taken. My name is Naman Tiwari. You can also add here integer input as an integer. So here you can see, wait, I'll just write here this. It's 34. If I will write some letters or some words in this input, integer input, then see what happens. Naman. It displayed and keyboard interview because the we have taken integer and we are displaying we are going to displaying our a letter. You can only display here a integer value. Here you can also display a floating value. Float. Float means a decimal value. Float is used for a decimal value. Hmm, and for the floating point, we will be writing 23. See what happens when we write 23. 23 is a integral value, but we have to write a decimal value because we have the input of floating point. So we will be writing 22.333. Here you can see our code has been run. That the user input is 2.333. Here you can see in this PPT, name is a variable and input. We, we will be taking the input from the user. What is your name? And print hi name. Name is a variable. We are using it. And welcome to the Python. Let's try it to our main console. First, we are giving the name of a variable as a name input as what is your name. And then we will be writing print hello, and then welcome. So see, what is your name is the input that I have to give. Now I am the user. My name, let's suppose my name is HQL Rahul. Then it will print hello Rahul. Welcome to the Python world. My Python spelling is wrong. I'm sorry for that. Uh, but it is been clear that what does this actually mean? Let's come to our typecasting. As I have said earlier that our integer only print our integral value, just as 21 is an integer value, and it will just give the result as 21. And then 3.14 is our floating value. A decimal value, a floating value uses a contains a decimal value to, just like 3.14 is our decimal value, and a string. In this string, you can write anything you want as as a character name or a number, everything. Turn one type into the another when a situation asks. Age input, enter the age. It's in string. Then age is equals to int and age. This means you will be we have changed our input as an integer value. Here, our first age v- variable age is a string, but now we have changed it into int integral value as an age. Now print next year you will be age plus 1. Age plus 1 means in the next year you will be getting 1 year older, and it will be age plus 1 only. Let's try it on our main console. Age equals to input what is your age. Then first I will print next we are not going to change it into our integer value. First, we will see what will happen if it is in a string value. So, what is your age? My age is, let's suppose, 19. Enter. So, here age is an integer is an string value. So, type error. We have not entered integer. So now we will be changing our age into a integer value. Int age. So here you can see what is your age. Now I will be writing 19, and next year you will be 20. It is as simple as you can see. So what are operators? Operators are nothing but a operators are of different types, like the verbs of a Python. Arithmetic Arithmetic operators include plus, minus. This is the symbol for the multiplication, and divide, modulus, and the power. Compression means equals to, not equals to. This symbol is used for not equals to, greater than, and and smaller than, greater than equals to, smaller than equals to. Logic operators, and, or, not. We will be getting into this. Assessments. And operator is a symbol that tells Python to perform a specific operation on one or more value. Think about a symbol plus that we use in the mathematics when we write 5 plus 3. The plus tells us to add the two numbers. Similarly, Python users use different symbols to perform different operations. Operators, the value on which the operators work are called as operands. We can try to learn from a real example that I will be giving a name as a variable a and giving it an integer value of 10, then b 5. Print a plus b. A plus b. Here plus sign is an operator. Here you can see we got our answer as 15. Here a and b are operands, and the symbol plus is an operator. So here are the types of our different operators. arithmetic operators, assessment operators, com- comparison operator, logical operator, identify identity operators, membership operator, and bitwise operator. Let's understand each one with an example. So it is our arithmetic operator. When we can also write rent a minus b, a minus b, 10 minus 5 is 5, and 10 plus 5 is 15. We can also multiply rent a into b. 5 into 10 is 50. We can also divide a, divide symbol is this, and b. Notice is that the division always returns a floating value. Here, we when we divide 10 by 5, we get 2, but it is displaying 2.0. It means it returns, the division returns means a floating value. Now here comes our modulus a b. Here we can see our modulus gives our returns 0, because when we will divide 10 by 5, we will get it, the remainder as 0. Everything will be cutted out. So modulus is nothing but the remainder remaining after the division. The modulus operator returns the remainder after division. And exponent, rent, sorry, a exponential t. Here it is 10, it is 1 lakh. If we will r- be multiplying 10 5 times, 10 5 times, then we will be getting 1 lakh, because it is 10 raised to the power 5. So yes, we can also write one example. Arithmetic mini example, num 1 equals to 20. Sorry, I have displayed here dash, num 2 6, and then rent a divided by t addition. num1 plus num2. Print this will be dear. Power P O W E R power as num1 raised to the power 2. So here our addition is 26, 14, and 20 minus 4 is 6, 14, and multiplication 20 into 2, 6 is 120. By dividing and 20 by 6, we get 3.33333, and when we do modulus, we will be getting the remainder as 2 after division, and the power of the cube of number 1 as a 20 is 400. Now I think the operators are clear. Here, arithmetic operators are clear. Now, assessment operators. Assignment operators. Assignment operators are used to assign or update value in a variable. Assignment operators are nothing but to assign or update value in a variable. Right, like I will be giving the variable name as x and giving it a value of 10. This assigns the value 10 to the variable x. Now, when I'll be doing here plus sign and then printing x. So let's see what will be the answer. Print x 10, 15. Sorry. First I will be doing x is equals to 10 and then x plus equals to 5. So let's see what will be our answer. Here it is 15. It means 10 plus 5. The variable x will be getting the variable as 15 now. If we will be doing here minus, it will be getting 5. 10 minus 5 is a 5 is 5. When we will be adding here multiplication sign, then 10 into 5 is 50, and it division operator, it is giving us 2. 10 divided by 5 is 2. So yes. Now comparison operators. Comparison operators compare two values and always return either true or false. Here we can see A equals to 10 and B equals to 20. Are they equal or greater than equals to what they are? Then print A is equals to B. What will be our output? False. Here A is not equals to B. If I will be writing print A is not equals to B, let's see what will be the answer. It is saying true. First false, then true, because A is not equals to B and A is not equals to B. Yes. Uh, then print A is greater than B. So let's see what will be the answer. A is not greater than B. Then it is giving us the output of false, because A 10 is not greater than 20. And if we write here print A is smaller than B, then it is giving us true. Comparison operators are nothing, but it returns uns but it compares two values and always returns either true or false. The, these operators are mainly used in if statement, and which we will study in the next lesson. Logical operator. Logical operators combine multiple conditions. Combine multiple conditions. In the logical operators, we have and, or, and, or, and not. Well, operator. So, and first, starting with the and logical operator, age is equals to 20, print age is smaller than 18, greater than 18, and is here, and is a logical operator, and age is smaller than 30. So let's see the output. It is giving the output of true, because the AND operator returns true only when both conditions are true. Here, 18 is smaller smaller than 20 and 30 is greater than 20. So here op, op, both conditions are true. So it is returning us true. Now coming to OR operator, print age is greater than 18 or age is 50. Uh, so here comes the answer true because OR operator returns true if at least one condition is true. Here, our age is greater than 10 and sma- smaller than 50. But in OR operator, it returns true if at least one condition is true. Here, this condition is true. Now coming to NOT operator, print not age is greater than 18. Now see what will be it displaying. It is displaying false. The NOT operator reverses the result. Now coming to the identify identity operator. Operators. Print A is B. Let's see the output. So it is giving the output of true because identify identity operator checks whether two or values refer to the same object. Let's come to our bitwise operator. Bitwise operators works with the binary numbers. First, they are mainly used as a low-level programming and advanced applications. As a beginner, it is enough to know that operators like operators like and this is the sign for or and this and this and this and this exist. We will study them in detail later. Now let's come to our PPT. We have completed our operator section completely, and I hope you have well learned about it. You can make a mini projects like calculator, student card, ID cards, area calculator, and PMI calculator. First, we will be making our calculator. So I'll be making one new file. N- For new file, you have to, the command is control plus N, then save, control N, and C. I'll be making name CAL point py calculator, and then save. Here the Python logo has been displayed. This means there we are going to write our code in a Python. So print equal else calculator num1 equals to FLO empty float input input, and then our second number, second number, then printing the result, print mhm, this this hash n is for changing the line to be printed, result, print, add num1 plus num2, print sub subtraction as num1 minus num2 and multiplication as num1 into num2 and print the division as num1 and num2. First, I will enter my first number as 2. Oh, sorry, as 2. And I'll be entering second number as 5. So here is our calculation. As we can see, our addition 7, 2 plus 5, 7, subtraction, and 2 minus 5 minus 3, and m- multiplication 2 into 5 10, division 2 divided by 5 0.4. So by Giving in our first and second number, we can calculate, and this is our simple calculator. Now, your homework is to make a student card, a BMI calculator, and a area calculator. In a student card, you can write name of the student, age, course, the course enrolled in, and a college name. You can take a input from the user. Here, age will be the integer and course will be the another string in input, and college will be also the another string input. And in a BMI calculator, what is the BMI calculation? Weight divided by height into height. It means height square. So you will be taking weight i- in a floating value as a input from a user per in kgs, and height in a floating value input from the user as a height in a meter. Then write BMI. BMI is equals to weight divided by height in height to the power 2. Then print your BMI and your BMI calculator is ready. In a area calculator, you can and write the length and width, it taking in floating input from the user, and area is equals to length into width, and by the printing area, you will be getting your answer.